Addiction often feels like madness, a relentless cycle of pain, despair, and self-destruction. It's a battle many believe impossible to overcome, a state that seems devoid of reason or hope. But what if we told you that one of history's most beloved hymn writers, William Cowper, wrestled with his own form of addiction, a relentless grip of mental anguish that many perceived as insanity? And yet, from that darkness, he found redemption and gave us some of the most powerful hymns of faith. William Cowper, an 18th-century English poet and hymn writer, faced profound struggles throughout his life. He was not addicted to substances, but his mental health battles, marked by crushing depression and obsessive fears, acted like an addiction. They consumed him, controlled his thoughts, and often left him feeling trapped in a state of madness. Cowper's breakthrough mirrored a crucial step in the recovery process. Alcoholics Anonymous Step 2 came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Though Cowper often doubted his own salvation, he clung to the belief that God was greater than his pain and confusion. This act of faith, this acknowledgement of a higher power, became his anchor in the storm. It didn't erase his struggles, but it gave him the strength to keep going. With encouragement from his friend John Newton, the author of Amazing Grace, Cowper began to express his faith through hymn writing. Together, they created the Olney Hymns, a collection that includes timeless classics like God Moves in a Mysterious Way and There is a Fountain Filled with Blood. These hymns testify to the power of believing in something greater than ourselves, a God who can restore even the most broken lives to sanity. Step 2 is about finding hope in a higher power, a force greater than addiction, despair, or any madness we face. For Cowper, that higher power was God. His faith became his compass, guiding him through his darkest moments and enabling him to create hymns that continue to inspire us today. Cowper's life reminds us that addiction, whether to substances, behaviors, or even destructive thoughts, does not have to be the final word. Step 2 teaches us to believe in a power greater than ourselves, to trust that restoration is possible, even when it feels out of reach. So what about you? Maybe you're in a battle right now, feeling hopeless, broken, or trapped. Maybe addiction is holding you hostage, whispering that redemption is impossible. But Cowper's life shows us something else. Even in what feels like madness, there is a higher power who moves in mysterious ways, his wonders to perform. Step 2 is about believing, about taking the first step toward hope and healing. Cowper's story reminds us that restoration is possible when we acknowledge a power greater than ourselves. And that hope is still available to you today. If you're struggling, reach out for help. And remember, God's grace is bigger than any addiction, any madness, and any despair. Redemption is always possible. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of William Cowper and the transformative power of faith. If this story resonated with you, we encourage you to take the next step in your journey. Whether it's seeking help, exploring faith, or simply reflecting on the hope that restoration is possible. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. And remember, redemption is always within reach.